Tutaleni the poet. Oh yes, you heard me, Tutaleni the poet. And this one is titled Love Story. Oh yes, Love Story. I left town a few years ago. Oh yes, indeed. I left town a few years ago. Met a couple a few years afterwards. I left town a few years ago. I met a couple a few years afterwards. That gave me advice on love. Yes, indeed. I got advice on love. From that moment on, I began to construct a city of love. Yes, indeed. I began to construct a city of love. A township from humble beginnings. I had no coins. Oh, yes, indeed. I had no coins. Just a few smiles and being real. I had no outfits. Just persistence and persistence. But I still found her. Our feelings became instant. Yes, indeed, our feelings became instant. And she began to fall for me instantly. And our story became constant. There were no variables, just reliability. Oh yes, indeed, I repeat, there were no variables, just reliability. We were no critics to each other, just optimists. Our story had nothing to do with competition. Oh yes, indeed, our story had nothing to do with competition, just commitment. Instead of comparing, we compromised. Oh yes, indeed, instead of comparing, we compromised. Instead of arguing, we aged together. Instead of breaking, we built together. And we wrote our chapters together. As I repeat, instead of arguing, we aged together. Instead of breaking, we built together. And we wrote our chapters together. And we are still looking forward to publishing together. The story goes on. Tutaleni, the poet.